But I wanted to study at Cambridge because I visited Cambridge a few years ago as part of my undergrad law degree at Sydney and just instantly fell in love with the place and promised myself I wanted to come back and study here one day. I think Cambridge is just such a lovely academic environment, and it's just beautiful. I think that's mainly why I wanted to study here. In terms of the Institute of Criminology, what appealed to me about this institute in particular is that I think it was a good mix of academic rigour, but also very practical. Having the Prisons Research Institute and having academics who are very much in the field, who speak to prisoners, who speak to victims, and are very much on the ground, and having that inform their research was very appealing to me as well.
So I chose to study criminology at Cambridge because I really liked my time here as an undergrad. And as an ethnic minority, when I initially applied back when I was 18, I was a bit concerned about fitting in, but I really enjoyed it. I made some great memories. I got involved in loads of different societies, and it wasn't as daunting as I thought it would be. So I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to experience that again. So that's why I chose Cambridge.
I think choosing Cambridge, you come to a beautiful university and you're part of a great and established institution with great researchers and amazing peers who help you really elevate your skills and knowledge within the criminological field to the next level.
I think studying criminology at Cambridge is an amazing opportunity because of the range of topics covered on the program. Every single week you'll be learning something completely new, and that will cater to your interests. I think it's a really great place to take knowledge and contribute knowledge in whatever you're interested in. You have people that are interested in researching small-scale things like psychological bias and preconceived bias and how that overlaps with the criminal justice system. And you have other people researching structural issues like disordered eating in the prison complex. And I think it's really fascinating that there is such a wide range of topics. The last thing I really enjoyed about studying here was the access to the libraries. There are so many libraries that fit every kind of vibe, and it was really nice to have access to world-class facilities and endless resources for whatever you're interested in.
Cambridge is a very beautiful place to live, first and foremost. There's a lot to do, there's a lot to explore, and there's also just the most beautiful libraries and places to study. And being in college is a really nice experience because you get to meet lots of people from other disciplines and other subjects. I have found Cambridge to be a very supportive environment and also just a very beautiful place to live. So I would say choose Cambridge if you want beautiful study locations, a really nice city to live in, and nice people.
So besides being one of the top universities in the world and being one of the most prestigious universities, I think that what characterizes Cambridge as a university is, again, the students, the staff, the people. That's where the prestige comes from. Cambridge is I think it is like the second university in the world to have the biggest numbers of Nobel Prizes. But it's not that which characterizes the experience as a university student. I think it's just the everyday life basis of hanging out with people that are literally like the brightest minds worldwide, that they have the richest experience and the richest backgrounds that you have the privilege to learn from. And I think that that's what makes it different. It also has to do with this beautiful places. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so stimulating, and this is one of a kind. This is sui generis. This is something that you have to come here in order to experience that. And I could tell you how wonderful it is, but it's not up until you come here and do experience it, like empirically, that you can certify that. This is histories. This is, a huge legacy of so many centuries of work, of people that have come here that makes Cambridge, what it is. So just being part of it, just being part of the community is an absolutely one of a lifetime experience. So, yeah.
I think part of what's so great about studying at the Institute is that you're also a Cambridge student more broadly, so you can have access to all these incredible parts of academic life that are so unique to Cambridge and that really make the experience whole and fun and kind of full of adventure. I know it sounds cheesy, but I feel like I discovered a lot this year, and being at the Institute but also being part of the broader Cambridge community was really, for me, life-changing.
I choose the University of Cambridge not only because it is one of the most prestigious universities in the world, but also because the Institute of Criminology have so many past and present scholars that actually funded and expanded the many fields of criminology. So if you're ever interested in criminology and read about the literature, you will know what I mean. And also, the university library and the library of criminology would have all the literature and the books you desire to read in this field.
For 800 or so years, Cambridge has been on the forefront of scientific discovery, and I'm I think I'm not a terrible methodologist. I've been doing this work now. I've been doing a sort of diverse mixed methods research for about 10 years, working with law enforcement. But all of that's been very observational for me, and I didn't have the experimentalist chops. So I was really drawn to the program for an opportunity to sort of study, I would argue, where the experiment was born, and learn from people who have really kind of literally defined experimental criminology for the profession. And I want to be a better experimentalist, and I can't think of a better place to really immerse yourself in that way of thinking and get practice and really top-notch supervision support as you're designing experiments and then deploying them to the field. So that's why Cambridge.
Okay, so I remember when I was doing my application for Cambridge and my undergrad supervisor was helping me with this, and I was like, yeah, Cambridge, I want to go study at Cambridge, it's Cambridge, like it's great, like why not? And I remember him saying to me explicitly, like, there's so much that Cambridge has to offer other than just the education side of things, like all the extracurricular things that you can do. Like I was able to join societies that weren't even related to my degree, but things that I was really, really interested in doing, which they all kind of contribute to this whole process of like self-development and growth and learning. So it is an incredible place to be in, degree aside, to really grow and learn a lot about yourself, from other people, from other societies. So yeah, I would just say there's a lot here at Cambridge, and try and do as much as you can, obviously within reason. Like you cannot do everything here, there's just too much. So I would definitely recommend doing as much as you can, enjoying the city, enjoying university, enjoying everything college has to offer you, because you're going to have an incredible time. And one final piece of advice, Cambridge can be, I had these feelings before I come to Cambridge. I thought it was kind of like overwhelming, slightly daunting, slightly intimidating, because it's Cambridge. But don't be kind of put off by that, because when you do get to Cambridge, you realise that there are people from all walks of life, all ages, all countries, or from everywhere, and it's such a nice dynamic. Like everyone is so welcome, everyone is so friendly and supportive, and yeah, I generally have had one of the best years of my life, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world. So
my research experience at Cambridge opened up a new world to me. Doing empirical research was absolutely fascinating. It was challenging, it was critical, and it was very complex. I studied the professional identity formation of Canadian police recruits belonging to 13 different police departments. The experience was pertinent and advantageous. Additionally, I had the opportunity to interview police officers in Bangladesh to collect data for writing up a scholarly article for a peer-reviewed publication.
Why Cambridge? I suppose it's about the quality and strength of the depth of the teaching faculty and their experience. For me, it's about the ability to dip into some of the penology, to get involved with some of the other students, to assist them in their research. Yeah, one thing I suppose I would add, there's an awful lot of help available, and the opportunity to learn new skills around research and analysis. You get an awful lot of help using software in Excel, in SPSS, and you will discover new things. You'll become a much better critical consumer of reading, of research of others by going through the journey. I'd thoroughly recommend it, and I do recommend it to people, and that's why I've had the privilege of helping or mentoring quite a few people through the programme after me. It's been a privilege. Cambridge is special, and anyone that's been there knows that.